Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Celtic Link here, and in today's video we're going to be talking more Saiyan Day. So it looks like Dokkan Battle has finally dropped the info in a Dokkan Now for March 18th Saiyan Day, which is this Friday. In the Dokkan Now they introduced the new character, which is Majin Vegeta, as posted by iSeriously, so it looks like his leak was correct. So in this video, we're going to kind of go over some of the stuff that was in the Dokkan Now. We're going to watch the animations and talk about some of the other things to expect in the upcoming celebration. Okay? And if you haven't watched the Dokkan Now, I highly recommend you go do it. I'll drop the link down in the description for you. Anywho, let's start by giving the animations a watch. This is my first time watching it, so I'm reacting to it with you. Nice. I was hoping they would do this. Oh shoot, they did the farewell. I love it. I love it. Oh man, it is everything I wanted and more. Alright, so there you have it. There's the animations for his intro and his active skill, as well as his OST, if you could hear it in the background. Alright, so let's talk about some more things they talked about in the Dokkan Now, starting with the character. So first off, thanks to uloof2222 on Reddit for posting the images here. So first off, we have the SSR art here. It looks really good. Here you can see it full screen here. Okay. So this is the SSR art here on the left, and the TUR on the right. So he is a TUR. I kind of like it, the Trunks and the Vegeta there. Okay. So it looks like his leader skill is Majin Buu Saga, Vegeta's family, category key 3, 170 to attack, defense, and HP, plus the 30%, totaling at 200 for gifted warriors. Hey guys, I called it, didn't I? Last video when I did my prediction, I imagined that this would be the categories he leads, and I was right. This is good because the gifted warriors allows the Gotens that are on Majin Buu Saga to be on here. On the 200% lead. So this is awesome. This is really good. Okay. His passive skill looks like he activates the entrance animation once only and reduces damage received by 30% for the rest of the battle when there is an ally whose name includes Trunks on the team at the start of the character's attacking turn. So, if you have a Trunks on your team, you'll activate that animation we just saw. But if you don't, not going to. You also won't receive the damage reduction, which is interesting. Kind of sucks, but you know, there's plenty of Trunkses on the Majin Buu Saga to make this work, and it doesn't specify Kid Trunks, so it looks like this can be any Trunks that's on Vegeta's family and Gifted Warriors, which is mostly Kid Trunks. Okay. All right, so moving on. Attack and defense plus 180%, plus an additional attack and defense 50% when performing a super attack, and additional defense plus 50% with 3 or more key spheres obtained, and reduces damage received by 20% with 6 or more key spheres obtained, plus an additional attack and 88%, and randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to int key spheres when HP is 80% or less. This is interesting. I did expect him to have some type of orb changing. I didn't expect him to get the damage reduction on orbs, but it makes sense given that that's what the other Majin Vegeta we have does, reduces damage with orbs received, so that's nice. I'm hoping that this works out relatively easy with the changing, being that he still needs 6 key spheres to get his additional damage reduction. So if you have a Trunks and you get the 6 spheres, you know, we're talking 50% damage reduction, which that can be huge. So far I'm liking what he does in his passive. His super attack is the final impact. um, which is a series of attacks he had done against Majin Buu. So it looks like he's got raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage. So pretty standard super attack there. Now his active skill, which will be Voice, he performs a critical hit within the turn in which this is activated, and he greatly raises his attack. So after he attacks, after the active skill, he's going to be greatly raising his attack. He causes Mega Colossal to all enemies and stuns the enemy while losing 18%. I was kind of hoping they wouldn't give that minus 18% condition, but I mean, it makes sense given what their final explosion does. So, you know, it's unfortunate. I like that they kept the stuns. That's good. Okay. All right. So that's what Vegeta does. So far, I'm impressed. I can't wait to try him out. I can't wait to summon for him. Now on to some of the other things that they announced in the Dokkan Now. Starting, they did announce a new giant 8-power Infinite Dragon Ball history, so free 30 stones right there. This is interesting. So they are adding the story event, Inherited Fate, Warriors in a Century Later. So this is the LR Super Saiyan Goku Jr. and Vegeta Jr. from the final episode of Dragon Ball GT. It's interesting that they're bringing this to Saiyan Day, considering this just releases sort of the part 4 of the Japanese anniversary earlier in February. So it's interesting to see that they did this now for global. I'm curious as to what this could mean for the future. Okay, so just kind of showing off the SSR, TUR, and LR form. Okay, what's interesting is now during the Japanese anniversary, they never announced their EZA, so it looks like it's going to EZA for both JP and Global at the same time during this Saiyan Day celebration. That's interesting. I mean, it does make me wonder why they released it so early on JP then, if they were going to do this. But, you know, nonetheless, hey, great. We got a story event earlier. We got a free-to-play LR earlier, so that's great. Okay. No info, unfortunately, on the type of units you can take into it, so we'll have to wait and see what those units are. Okay, there will be a new stage of Super Battle Road being added, which I think I have up over here. Yeah, it's going to be the Worthy Rival stage, which is going to put us on with JP. So we're now 2 only behind of them, right? Because I think they had Worthy Rivals, and then they had 1 more after that. So we're catching up on Super Battle Road. That's good. I really like that they're doing these once a month now. Okay, excellent. Okay, so good news for you free-to-play players who may not necessarily be summoning on Saiyan Day, but working on saving towards that 7-year anniversary. Looks like we're going to be getting 33 stones from completing all the missions during the campaign, so that's a lot. Plus, you know, the annual Saiyan Day login, 12 stones, 318, as they do every year. And on that login bonus, this is awesome. They are providing an illustration as our login wallpaper, and I love it. Let's see if I can find the info here. Right, from Toyoharu, his art of Majin Vegeta is phenomenal. It's great. I'm setting it as my wallpaper from here on out. it's amazing. I love it. Okay. All right. So moving on. There is also a retweet campaign, as always they do with this. So it looks like we'll be able to get 10 stones through retweeting whatever campaign starts when that comes out 31,800 times. So pretty good. Again, more free play stones for those of us saving, plus the 5 stones for Dokkan Now, as they always do. Every time they do one of these, they give us some stones. So we'll be getting 5 stones just for tuning in. Okay. All right. So, you know, that was everything from the Dokkan Now. I just want to hit a few things that were announced coming up in the in-game news. So one of the first things is we are getting a new support memory. It will be the Saiyan Pride support memory. So this is from the World Tournament where Vegeta is, you know, screaming at Gohan and screaming at Supreme Kai that, you know, doesn't matter all the rest of that stuff. The only thing that matters is his Saiyan pride. So that's a pretty cool scene. It's a shame we don't get it voiced because support memories aren't voiced, but still pretty awesome. Okay, again, here's the news for the story event. We'll be able to pick up the Goku and Vegeta LR Jr. and the news for the Giant 8 Power event. Okay, anything else? No, that looks like it. Okay, so, guys, that's the video here. If you have any, if you think I missed anything, throw it in the comments down below. If you want to see me do more news type videos like these, let me know. Give the video a like. And again, if you guys like what you're seeing, if you like what I'm putting out, if you like the fact that I totally called that leader skill, go ahead and subscribe. I'd love to get more of you guys on here to appreciate the work that I'm doing here. Anywho, thanks for tuning in, guys, and aloha.